Yo, what is going on, my people, and welcome back to the Get Wham show. Hope you all are doing very, very well. I'm doing fantastic. And yeah, man, it's been a decent week in football. There was bare international fixtures, which was kind of lame because I think the vast majority of people were in it for the club matches. So it was a bit lame, bit boring. I'm not a fan of the international break. I don't like it. I get so fed up with them. I think they're a bit annoying. I don't like the matches anyways. I think they're pretty boring. They're just friendlies. They're just well, at least the European ones, because it was the Euro League or that made up league or whatever it is. So I guess it kind of does matter, but like for the other countries, like the South American countries, it's just friendlies, and it's a bit boring. I only like it when it's competitions like Euros, Copa America, like stuff like that. If it's like competitions, Jesus. If it's competitions, then yeah, I'm into it. I want to watch it. But other than that, I find this thing boring. I don't like watching them. But there was some decent matches that happened. There was England. Actually won. There's a couple matches. I don't. We can, yeah. There was a few matches. I don't remember specifically which ones. There were a couple matches that they did win. France as well. We got Olivier Giroud, who apparently I think is like 6 goals away. 6 goals away from beating Thierry Henry's record for the most goals ever for the national team of France. So that's insane. I didn't even think I would be saying this, but he's probably going to beat that record. If I do say so myself, he's going to beat that record. He's going to beat Titi's record, bro. That's mad, bro, because I love Thierry Henry. He's one of my favorite players of all time. I absolutely love Thierry Henry. And yeah, for him to beat it is... I mean, I'm not hating on the guy. I'm really not, but it's just... I don't know, he just doesn't seem like that guy to be taking Titi's spot, bro, because Henry's planets away from Giroud, bro. Giroud is nowhere near Henry's level. So yeah, I think that's absolutely insane. Yeah, Giroud can beat it, and he will beat it, because I'm not doubting that he'll get in the next World Cup squad, so he's gonna beat it, man. He's gonna beat it, and he'll score some goals in the Euros, of course. And then he'll probably beat it during the Euros. Now that I'm thinking about it, he'll probably beat it during the Euros. Yeah, he's gonna beat it during the Euros. I called it. He's gonna beat. Yeah, Olivier Giroud will beat Thierry Henry's record during the Euros. 21. Yeah. But yeah, football was alright. Colombia getting smacked. Germany getting smacked. What even is it? Like, big up my guy Sane. But jeez, I'm not gonna blame the performance on Sane. I don't. You can't blame a team's bad performance just on one player. It's the whole team. But jeez, they got smashed. 6-0 in it. They got absolutely smashed. That's crazy, man. That Germany game. Even what the hell even was that? But yeah, some decent fixtures. Yeah, nothing much. There's some players getting COVID stuff. Mohamed Salah. Apparently Bukayo Saka. I heard about that yesterday. Bukayo Saka got COVID-19. That's insane, bro. That is absolutely insane, man. Arguably, he's one of the sickest youths of England. One of the sickest youths in England. It's definitely him, Phil Foden. Or like under 25s that are beast. Under 25s that are beast. Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka. I mean, you could say Greenwood too, but for me, Bukayo and Phil Foden. I personally like Bukayo and Phil Foden a lot. I think they're absolutely sick. I like Phil Foden way more than Greenwood. Greenwood's fire in that. He's sick. But Phil Foden, bro, like he has this touch and the way he is with the ball. It kind of seems effortless, you know, kind of like David Silva stuff. It just seems effortless. And he's sick. He got a good strike. He can kind of play with both feet. I would say he can play with both feet comfortably. He's skillful, very skillful. He's very nice skills when he's on the ball. Just touches it very nicely. So yeah, Phil Foden is super sick, and then Saka's just beast, bro. He can do everything. He honestly can do everything. I actually love him in his pace. Yeah, he's beast. I have to say though, like, why is he on New Balance? I remember for a good minute he was on Nike. He was wearing Nike boots. I think they were Superflies and Mercurials. And then he put the Addies on. He had Addies. Yeah, the Adidas X. Yeah, X Plus. Like the top tier model. The X Plus, not the laced ones that, well, Salah wears. The laceless ones. Oh, they're alright. He's on Addy. And I can kind of understand why, because of Arsenal. Because they're Addy. And I'm always wearing New Balance. Because like, out of all the brands, like, you're gonna pick Mizuno, Under Armour, Puma. You gotta go to New Balance. I'm not hating on the guy, probably because of the money. But why New Balance? I mean, I get it. Sadio Mane wears New Balance, but Bukayo, come on, bro. You're a youngster. Not even Hector Bellerin was wearing New Balance, bro. Not even Hector Bellerin. I remember he was on Puma, and like he was like on a weird phase when he was trying to choose between Addy or Nike, and he stuck with the Nike. I don't think he's on contract. I actually don't know, but yeah, he wears the Mercurial Vapors, which is sick, cause that's like retro. It's like retro hecky. Mad. Oh yeah, and before I forget, Javier Martrano, Manchester City legend, retired from football. Mad, bro. He's probably one of the best defenders who ever stepped in the Prem, I would say. Not all time, but like for the era that he served in, I think he was probably one of the best in his time. When he was because he was pretty sick in his prime. When he was in his prime, he was dope. I liked Javier Mascherano. I rated him. Yeah, I rated Javi, bro. I thought he was super duper sick. I liked him a lot. He was strong, really firm on the ball. Knew how to tackle, when to tackle. He was good, man. I liked him a lot. I thought he was a very solid player. Yeah, very solid player. I only started really liking him in 2014 World Cup. I thought he was very, very sick at that time. It was really after that, it was only up until 2016, and then he kind of fell off. But very, very sick player. And yeah, crazy that he retired, man. Very, very crazy. Very, very crazy. The South. We're gonna go over to the South. We're gonna go to the pudding, and that is the Premier League. The first match we have Newcastle versus Chelsea at St. James Park. I think this is going to be a very sick game. Newcastle, they haven't been in the best shape. They haven't been in the best shape. They have that man though. It's a man like St. Maximum. Super beast. I rate that. So techy. He's got step overs like a madman. Yeah, his footwork is crazy. Chelsea. Yeah, the last match week, they played very well. They played very well. I can't recall who they played, but they played very well. I think they played very, very convincing, and they looked organized, man. With Thiago Silva getting his first goal, it looked organized, very, very organized. It looked very convincing, but I don't know. Maybe this fixture can be something different. Cause Chelsea, they look like they've been getting rhythm. Maybe they get out of rhythm and they don't play well this time. Maybe because Newcastle at the moment, man, they're gonna want to win. They're gonna want to win. They're not gonna. They're not gonna be like whatever. They're gonna want to win. They're gonna play very, very tough. But then again, I feel like Chelsea will probably get the best of them, man. Hopefully not. I would love to see Newcastle win. Because they're kind of like an underdogs. Like how everything's gone in like the last 10 years. Yeah, they kind of been in the shadows of a lot of teams. Because within like the last decade, they weren't that good. They were like a C average team, I would say. They were a C average team. They weren't fantastic. They were like a C average team. But yeah, very interesting fixtures. In terms of predictions, though, I mean, this is a sticky one still, man. I feel like it'll be either 2-1 to Chelsea. These are my 3 predictions that I have. I'm gonna stick with one though. Always try to stick with one. I think 2-1 to Chelsea. A bashing by Chelsea, like 3-0, 4-1, 3-1, like a bashing. Or I want to say they could tie. I want to say Newcastle can get a tie out of this. Man, I hate predictions. 3-1 Chelsea. I'm gonna say 3-1 Chelsea. I think they'll get away with the. I think they'll get away with the win. And I think they'll edge Newcastle. I think Newcastle, they'll play well and they'll be in it. They maybe score the first goal, or like they'll tie it, and then they'll end up losing like towards like the dying minutes of the game. But yeah, I'm saying 3-1. 3-1 Chelsea. On to the next match. Probably won't be the most exciting. Villa Brighton. I think Villa will probably win. Maybe like 3-0. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I think they'll just win. I don't think they're gonna tie or like 0-0. I think they'll put in some good goals. Yeah, I'm saying like 2-0. Yeah, 2-0, 3-0. Even 1-0. I think they'll maybe barely win. But then Grealish has been bouncing like that skill that he did during an international break. I'm gonna say 2-0. 2-0. No, 3-0. 3-0 Aston Villa. Either 3-0 or 2-0. 3-0, 2-0, 3-0, 2-0. Because then Watkins. 3-0. I'll say 3-0 Aston Villa. Or 3-1, man. 3-1 too. No, 3-0. 3-0 Aston Villa. Yeah, 3-0 Aston Villa. Next game we're going to be looking at is Manchester City versus Tottenham Hotspur. They'll be playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Manchester City versus Tottenham. Wow, I mean, this is going to be a crazy game, man. Like, I honestly think Tottenham can't get away with the win. They can't get away with the win. I remember last year, it was, what's that one dude? He looks like an American rapper. I'll put a picture of him up, and you tell me if he looks like an American rapper or not. Just put it down in the comments. I think he just looks like an American rapper. Like a little hip-hop, like a hip-hop artist, man. He looks like an American hip-hop artist. What is this guy's name? Bergwijn? Yeah, Bergwijn. He scored that big, you just, and left foot. I think it was left foot. And then one bottom bins. Yeah, bottom bins with a side netted it. That was a banger of a goal, man. Yeah. I remember that. I remember, yeah, they lost last year at Tottenham's house. Or at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Manchester City lost. I remember, yeah, it was that Bergwijn goal, that banger. It was freaking superstar substitute. And then Zinchenko got the red card. I remember that. I remember the whole game. That was terrible, but this time around, man, they're going to want to win. They're going to want to win this match. Because, obviously, because that Liverpool game, that wasn't the best result. Not the result they wanted or needed. Yeah, it's going to be a sticky match. That's going to be a crazy match. Very, very crazy match. But I have to say they do have a pretty good squad. Like at the moment, because like the whole international break, they've been able to get some good players back. Fernandinho is one of them, I believe. Yeah, they got Jesus back. They had him before the international break though. But yeah, it's gonna be a crazy match. I mean, if I was a City fan, yeah, if I was in the position of a City fan, I would be saying. I think I would be saying they'll tie. Because I honestly think Tottenham can win. and they can convincingly win. I'm gonna say 2. They can win by like 2-1. That's not what my heart is saying. That's what my mind is saying, based on everything that's been going on with Tottenham City. I think Tottenham can win, but what my heart is saying, 2-2. 2-2. I think either one of them will win. I think it's gonna be a very close match. Entertaining though. Entertaining match, but I think it'll be very close. But I think it's pretty even, man. City, they can win it. I'm not convinced that they'll win it, but they can win it because they can. They have the ability to do it. They really can. However, I'm not fully convinced they can win. I think they can tie. I'm very certain that they can tie the match. I think Tottenham can win though. I really do, but my final prediction is that yeah, they'll tie 2-2. So yeah, Tottenham 2, Manchester City 2. That is my final prediction. Manchester United versus West Brom. I mean, United's gonna win 4-1. I want to say 4-1. Maybe Penanda's goal and Rashford hat-trick. Maybe something like that. I think they'll get away comfortably. I'm saying 4-1. Maybe a possible shock, man. The way United has been, man. Or like, not the way they've been okay recently, but in terms of those weird, shocking matches they've had, like Crystal Palace at home, they lost. Nobody thought they were gonna lose. And maybe West Brom beats them. Maybe, man, just maybe. I don't want to be biased and say that West Brom is gonna win, because I don't think so. There's nothing that's happened this season for West Brom that can make me confidently say that Manchester United can win. I mean, that they'll beat Manchester United. Nothing. Even if I didn't predict it, let's say like I don't predict that West Brom will win Manchester United, and they end up winning them. Let's just say that. This is all theoretically. So let's say West Brom win United. And then I go on camera and I say, well, I said West Brom was going to win. I told you. Didn't I call dibs and say that West Brom was going to win United? Yeah, but there was no proof. That was probably like a lucky guess. Because there's no proof, or there's nothing that can make you say, okay, I can understand why you said West Brom was going to win. Because there's nothing. There's really nothing. There's nothing that anyone can say and just really fight against your word and say, oh, I thought this is the reason why I said West Brom was going to win. Because there's nothing. So if West Brom win, and I wouldn't be insanely psyched if they did, because I believe in shock results anytime. I know they can happen anytime, anywhere, and I do believe in them. I believe in shock results. I think United will probably win. I'm saying like 4-1. Yeah, I'm gonna say United 4-1 to West Brom. I don't think West Brom will win, but if they do, I won't be, I'm just saying I won't be shocked. On to the next match. Fulham versus Everton. Hey, Everton they got to shape up, man. They got to shape up. They'll probably win this match. Probably like 2-0. But they got to shape up. They haven't been the best in their past few matches. They haven't been very well at all. But Calvert-Lewin did score over the international break, like I did mention. And yeah, he did. He'll probably get that. He probably got his confidence, even though it was just a penalty. Probably get his confidence back up, and he'll probably do well again. He'll start getting his rhythm back. But they can get away with the win this match. And if they don't get away with the win, they won't lose. They'll probably tie. But I think they'll get away with the win there, and they'll get Richarlison back, because he was playing during the international break. He actually scored as well. So yeah, he'll probably come back, and that'll help them. So because of that, I'm gonna say a win. Maybe 3-0, 2-0. Maybe 3-0 because Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, and James. All three of them will probably score. So either 2-0 or 3-0. And maybe Fulham will get one. Maybe they'll get one. But I'm going to say 3-0 to the Geordies. And they're playing away as well. But yeah, I'm going to say 3-0 to the Geordies. So I think they'll win. Fulham. So yeah, that's my final prediction. Everton 3, Fulham 0. West Ham versus Sheffield United, the Miners. They are playing away as well. West Ham. At the Brewhall Lane or the Bramall Lane. The Bramall Lane. Yeah. They'll win. I think they'll win. Man like Antonio. Beast. Absolutely beast. I loved Antonio. Although he kind of doesn't look like a footballer though. He looks like an American footballer. I don't think he looks like a footballer. In a way. Yeah, I think they'll win. In terms of score though, squeeze me. I mean, because Sheffield they haven't been the best either. They'll probably score some. They'll probably get a goal, but they haven't been the best. But then again, like I said, that doesn't mean they can't win. Sheffield can always win. But the Everton players are. Looks like they're picking up form again, getting their rhythm back. So like Sheffield probably won't stand a chance. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't mean they can't win. But I do definitely think they'll score. So West Ham or Sheffield United. Kind of feel like this will be a shock result. Kind of feel like this will be it, because yeah, their players they've been in decent form. I really want to say that West Ham will either win 3-2 or 2-1. I'm not doubting that Sheffield United won't score. I definitely think they'll score. I think they'll score, man. So West Ham. I'm gonna say 2-1. I'm gonna say 2-1 to West Ham. I kind of feel like they'll be playing well. They'll score a goal. Maybe Sheffield United will even score the first goal, but I think West Ham will score the goal. Sheffield United, maybe they'll equalize. And then West Ham will nick away the win. I think it's going to be a little bit of a boring match, to be honest. I think it'll be a bit of a boring match. But anyways, on to the next match. Arsenal versus Leeds. This is an away match for Arsenal at Ellen Road. They'll probably even tie or lose. I think they'll probably even tie or lose, although their players haven't been too bad in the international break. Is that even a statement? Because they haven't had too many minutes. I mean, who the hell in Arsenal went on the international break and played well? Now that I'm thinking about it, because Leno didn't play. I don't remember seeing him play. Lacazette. I haven't seen him play for France in years. Yeah, I don't think a lot of players from Arsenal had a good international break. I mean, we had Torreira, but he's ex-Arsenal. Oh, Hecky B, bro, for Spain. He played decent. He didn't play against Germany though. I think they'll either tie or lose. I think they'll either tie. I don't see Arsenal winning this match. If they do, it'll be a shock for me. It'll be a shock for me, because I'm not really expecting them to win this match, if I'm being completely honest. Just their performances and their wins that for Arsenal that haven't been very convincing. More than anything, their wins. Like when they win, yeah, they win. Kudos to them, 3 points, but they haven't been convincing wins. They're straight up. They have not been convincing wins. So I kind of, yeah, I feel like 3-2. I feel really strong about a tie. I feel like it'll probably. I'm saying either 3-3 or 2-2. I want to go 2-2. I want to go 2-2. And again, Leeds though. International break, give them time to rest, you know, and recollect. Go 2-2. I'm gonna go with the 2-2 draw. Yeah, Arsenal Leeds 2-2 draw. Leicester versus Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool are playing at home. They are playing at home at Anfield. I mean, maybe Jamie Vardy will have a party, man. Maybe. Imagine if Mars was still in Leicester, man. That'd be super good. I feel like that would be still kind of cool. Cause honestly, when I see Leicester, I still think Riyad Mahrez. That's why you heard Mahrez slip out of my mouth. Cause when I hear Leicester, I think of Mahrez. I still think of him. I remember that the Vardy Mahrez partnership. That was a sick partnership. I just always think, man. I think he kind of messed up leaving, going to City. Honestly, I don't think his style is just very convincing. I think he's skillful, very skillful. He has a nice shot, and he can take on people. But I think when he takes on people, he doesn't release the ball when he should. Yeah, I don't feel he releases the ball when he should. I think it kind of messes up his game. But that's a conversation for another time. But Liverpool versus Leicester. Can Leicester win Liverpool at home? Can they do it? I mean, they got Joe Gomez injured. Forgot to mention that. Joe Gomez injured. I think he was during a training. England training. Injured. Done out here. It's peak for Liverpool, man. I think they'll lose. I'm saying 3-1. Hat-trick for Jamie Vardy. Yep, I'm saying 3-1. Yep, I'm saying 3-1 to Leicester. I think Leicester will win. Yeah, Leicester will win 3. But Liverpool will score 1. Maybe Mohamed Salah or Mane score 3-2. Oh, 3-1. Yeah, Leicester 3, Liverpool 1. At Anfield. Just saying, at Anfield. I think Leicester will win. The next match we have Burnley versus Palace. I think this will be another one of those games. It's kind of like not a sinker, like a filler. Just be a bit boring. I feel like it'll be a bit boring. 1-1, Burnley and Palace. If not, Palace will probably win 2-1. But kind of want to say a point to each, because I mean Burnley's playing at home, which doesn't matter because no fans. But in terms of like records and stuff like that, it does matter. So, and Burnley versus Palace, man. There's yeah, I feel 2-1 or they'll tie. Cause I don't think they'll bash them. Maybe they'll bash them. No, it's like 2-1 Palace. 2-1 to Palace. On to the last match that we have. Wolves versus Southampton. Wolves versus Southampton is the very last match. Two teams that haven't been... They've been okay. Wolves has definitely been worse than Southampton. Southampton has been pretty sick. Man like Danny Ings, bro. Man like Danny Ings. And Wolves playing at home as well. But then again, it doesn't matter. In a way, it does, but there's no fans. So in terms of atmosphere, it doesn't matter. I want to say Southampton win. And a good win. Maybe like 3-0, 4-2. I want to say 4-2 to Southampton. Maybe even 4-1. Because Wolves, maybe they'll score some goals. Man like Jimenez. I'm going to say 4-2. 4-2 to Southampton. I think they'll get away with the win this one. I think they've been playing way better than Wolves have. And the goals they score, absolute beauties. They score some sick goals. Danny Ings, bro. I'm gonna stick with 4-2. I think Southampton will beat Wolves. I think they'll beat them, man. Yeah. That is my final prediction. Southampton 4, Wolves 2. Anyways, guys, on to some random stories, just to throw some in there. Some random stories of the week. Things that I read about or heard about. Oh, that's mad. So, yeah, random stories of the week. So, besides COVID stories on players, which everybody talks about, they're so sucks to hear, but yeah, so because who do we have on the list? We have Suarez. Yeah, we had Suarez who tested positive apparently. Bukayo Saka who tested positive apparently. Salah who tested positive apparently. And then injured we had Joe Gomez. So like those are stories that everybody knows about, that everybody hears about. In terms of stories of the week, the one story that I heard about, I'll leave a picture. I'll leave a picture of the article somewhere on the screen. The craziest story that I heard this week was about Pierre-Emerick Aubamebloodclaatyang because during the international break, because he's from Gabon. Yeah, he traveled with the team. And apparently when they were trying to get out of the airport, they couldn't get out. They couldn't get out of the airport. I read not crazy into the article. I kind of skimmed through it. I would like read a couple lines, and then I was like, just over like the stuff that's not really important. And like for whatever reason, it's like the staff or like whatever whoever was working there, just the staff, they wouldn't let them out. They would not let the team out. Like this is like old like 80s 90s World Cup stuff. Like why aren't you letting the team out of the airport? So that was very, very weird. And they made him sleep on the floor. Pierre-Emerick Aubamebloodclaatyang, bro. Millions of bumbleclad dollars footballer sleeping on the floor, bro. Yeah, I thought that was crazy. I was like, what? Pierre-Emerick Aubamebloodclaatyang, bro. Best striker, one of the best strikers in the Premier League. One of the best, not the best striker in the Premier League. I think he's one of the best. Yeah, one of the best strikers in the Premier League, sleeping on the bumbleclad floor, bro. Like, what is this, bro? So, I thought that was crazy, man. Yeah, I read about it. And I thought it was insane. Like what? They're gonna sleep on the airport floor, and like I don't think that's what anyone wants to be doing, especially with everything that's going on in the world. Yeah, I think that's just crazy. Other than that, I think the only other crazy story was the Olivier Giroud one. 7 goals, 6 goals, or whatever it was, to beat Thierry Henry's record. I think it was 7 or 6. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, 7 or 6 goals to beat Thierry Henry's record for the most goals ever scored for the France national team. Mad. Who would have ever thought, man? Anyways, guys, other than that, I hope you did like this video. If you did, please support it with a like. I hope you have a great day. With that being said, we'll see you in the next one.